kind of story applies to what
absurd
kind of
one-star
content you're
hotel
making.
reviews. I could never been harder.
It's like important to surprise your audience.
Today's a very exciting day. We are doing a little bit of behind the scenes, day in the life, if you will, of a consultant. And today we get to do about a half-day workshop at a local company here in Arizona. And I'm gonna kind of walk you through a few things. One, why in the world, or how did I even get in this journey in the first place? Like, I remember when I decided I wanted to be a consultant, I was like, how do you even begin? What is the thought pattern here? How do you start? And I want to kind of talk a little bit about that while, again, sharing some behind the scenes of me actually putting on a workshop. And it's interesting, I never would have thought this, whenever I get to do these workshops, still, even after all these years of being a coach, being a consultant, I still am as shocked as you probably that people pay me a good amount of money to train their people. It's a shock. It's awesome. But this is what it looks like to be a consultant. So with me all day today is my right hand, Miss Carla. Carla, say hello.
Hello.
The plan today is Carla's job. And by the way, if you're ever doing consulting, do a workshop, it's important to bring someone with you because they will keep you on time. And that is her entire job. Good luck in doing that. And let's get after it.
2 days later.
All right, so here's the deal. I had the plan. I had the intention of doing behind the scenes throughout the entire time we were there. It didn't work out like that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's just, I had it in my head, but like when you're at a workshop and you're that involved and you're helping people and trying to figure things out, it takes a second to go, oh crap, I just couldn't fathom the idea of in the middle of the workshop going, hey, hold on a second, guys. Let me film a little bit of my vlog real quick. No excuses though. I said I would do it. I didn't do it. So instead, I do have some B-roll. I have some clips from it that I'm gonna be sharing throughout today's video, but we're still gonna be talking about why I became a consultant, things I've learned along the way, and the kind of aha moments I've been having lately around what it is to be a consultant. It's been 2 days since the workshop. Last night, I had a good time with a good friend of mine. Couple drinky poos. So I'm a little, anyway. So today, I got you see that light right there? So I bought that light, I don't know, off Amazon or something. I've never been too impressed with it, to be honest with you. And maybe it's me. It just doesn't, like the lighting I can never get right. Like it's like super orange or it's super white. Like, and it doesn't look all that great. I mean, to not have it, you get this lighting that I have in my house right now, which is not that great. Or you get this, like almost like too much light. Like, what is this? But never fear, because Amazon came in clutch and I found another, anyway, I found another kind of a light. Ow! I literally just stabbed myself with this pin. Ronan's, my son's, when we went to Disney, he got this pin. But they just stabbed me in the hand. That's great. Anyway, I got some new lighting. I gotta get rid of this from behind there and install, I guess you could say, the other ones. And maybe clean my office, because it is. There it is. There we go. Let's go. Like, you wouldn't think having lighting or whatever is really that important, but dude, it's like a world of difference when you get the right lighting. You know what I'm saying? So here's a question. Should I move the desk and then, like, I should probably move the desk and move that light out of there before I do all this. But like, this is nice because, oh, that's a terrible noise. Anyway, hook this up to the desk, and then got this little situation going on. See what I mean? Like, yes. And it's way smaller than this bulky thing. Plug it in like that. Okay, you know what? Let's be smart about this. Okay, let's move this. Let's get that out of there and then do the sliding situation. How about we do that? That's probably way better, don't you think? Also, I'm fully aware that underneath here is just pure chaos. And I know there's people out there like absolutely love tinkering with like cables and making it all look all pretty. I am not that guy. I love the idea of that, but what do the people say? I love that for you. All right, so all I do is we are probably gonna get into why I became a consultant, but I think it's important to note what the major difference is between a coach and consultant, because technically I am both, but more, I think, as I've gone in my career, I've just enjoyed the idea of being a consultant a little bit more. So let's break down coach versus consultant, and then I can explain why I think I've been liking being a consultant a little bit more. So coach versus consultant. Echo, stop. So coach versus consultant. So a coach often is more long-term. So, and arguably is more one-on-one. So you hire like an executive coach, for example, who will work with the CEO over the course of, let's say, 6 months to a year to try to change the mindset, right? But it's usually through like questioning as well. It's not like, hey, go do this thing and that's it. Usually it's like guiding people to their own answers. Think of it like, I don't want to say it's like therapy, but kind of. Like a good therapist anyway should be helping you come up with your own answers. But then on the other side, you have consultants. Now, a consultant has the strategy already kind of figured out. They go, you know what? You need to do X, Y, and Z. I've been around long enough to know that you need to do X. Here's the strategy. I'm going to help you implement it maybe. I'm going to help you plug it into your system. And then it's way shorter in terms of like how long that engagement would be sometimes. And it's a little bit more depending on, I guess, the type of consultant. There's a little bit of done with you, but also done for you. Because again, the expert, the consultant has it already done. And so what's the point of waiting around and helping, guiding you to an answer that I already have? And if you couldn't tell already, but if you haven't figured out already, I kind of been leaning more towards being a consultant lately. And it's not to say that like consulting is better than coaching. I'm not saying that at all. I still love coaching, I use it in different ways. So I fully believe that there's a time and a place to guide someone to the answer. So for example, sales. Believe it or not, I leverage coaching while I'm selling. Part of that reason is if I talk you into it and talk you down so hard and so long that you eventually go, you know what, I'm gonna buy just to shut you up, that's not really gonna be a great client. On the flip side of that though, if I can ask you enough questions and have it be your own idea, you're way more likely to execute on that after you purchase. You're way happier. You don't feel like you got talked into it because you actually just kind of talked yourself in it. So I often will coach people around sales training, actually help them become better salespeople through coaching, guiding people to the answers, experimenting, showing them the role play, all those things, so they get better because I have to guide you to the idea. You follow me so far? Now, when is there time and a place for consulting? All right, so the flip side of this, you go into a company and you present the information. So like I did this workshop like I was alluding to before, and I went there with the purpose of sharing some insights that I've learned over time, some insights that they should use in their business. And the idea of the workshop was around like self-mastery. How do you guide other people to self-mastery through becoming a coach? Don't worry about the title. I know that's probably confusing at this point, but the point of it is I'm coming and I'm telling them, here's a strategy to use. Here are the tactics to use, and then let's practice it and then see how we can implement it into your business. It's a shorter contract, right? So like coaching, like I mentioned earlier, sometimes it's like a 6-month thing, whatever. In this case, I came in as a consultant for 1 day, 4 hours, delivered a bunch of information, helped them figure out how to implement it in their business, and I'm done. And I'm sure I'll come back and I'll do other things with them, but that's the role of a consultant. Now, won't lie to you here, kind of like being a consultant more than a coach. Now I will say there's times where those two kind of words, now what is going on? Like, what is this? You know, I'm not gonna lie to you, I probably should, like, what is all that? I should take better care of my stuff, guys. Like, it's a really nice desk and there's like crap all over it. I don't know how to get it off. I need to use like a fancy wood stuff. What a stupid thing to say. Fancy wood stuff? What do you think? What do you think, guys? Should I buy some fancy wood stuff? Anyway, I think you do go back and forth a little bit, right? So like while I was there consulting, delivering information, there were people there, by the way, this is like my favorite part about doing workshops, that were highly against what I was saying. Very resistant, I will say. Because some things that I talk about are what I would consider woo, not woo-woo, right? The idea of the backwards law, which I talk a lot about, like law of reverse effort or the least effort. The whole point of it is the harder you work, the less you get. So sometimes it's kind of resistant. A lot of what I talk about in this particular workshop is about personal responsibility. And you could see that in other people, like, oh, I could see how other people aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. And it's frustrating because they're lazy and they're this and they're that. Especially older generations, talking about younger generations is a big one. They're so lazy, they're this, they're that. The point of the workshop is to get them to see that they're not infallible, that they're not perfect. They actually do the same thing. So here's an example, right? So this group of people that I was doing the workshop for were instructors or teachers in higher education. And part of it was, how do we get these younger generations to be engaged? These are a group of 45 to one gentleman who was like literally my favorite person in the thing, of 69 years old, hilarious guy. But they're like, we need to figure out, how do we get these people to do what they said they're gonna do? How do we get these students to do their homework, right? And not make excuses and blah, blah, blah. Guys, don't tell Kayla, I'm just throwing this shit in here and hoping for the best. But anyway, so it was like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Like, we would love to help students do that. But in order to do that, you have to be open and honest and have a little bit of empathy, if you will, that it's not just them that's the problem. No, I do those things. Okay. Have you ever told yourself, for example, you know what, today's the day, I'm gonna go for a walk after work today, only to get home from work and you don't do it? Well, yeah, it's called not being impeccable with your word. Well, the students do the same thing. So in order to help them be impeccable with their word, get certain outcomes, do their work, you need to learn how to do it yourself. The idea of self-mastery. If I can be a master of myself and be impeccable with my word, don't lie to myself, and actually do what I say I'm gonna do, I can then teach other people how to do that. Point is, the part where the coaching comes into this, as I'm delivering this information, is when that resistance comes up, you kind of have to slip into like a coaching mindset to help people see it. You can't tell them the thing. You have to ask them questions again and again until they go, oh, and by the way, like, I love doing these workshops because of the aha moments that I get. And because of, like, there's one thing that I was told after the fact that was just like my freaking favorite thing in the world, which I'll get to that later. Like, this takes so long. That's not even enough. Made to go on the side. Oh, it is enough. My car, it being Sunday and all, it's a good day to get some stuff done around the house. And the best kind of part is no kids. They're over at the grandparents' house today. Mila spent the night over there, which is nice, but we miss her. But that means we can get stuff done. And yeah, my car is disgusting. Like, why do I let things get so bad, you know? So anyway, both our cars I'm gonna wash. And so yesterday we went to, like, this is how you know, like, maybe, you know, I don't know if it's any better, worse, whatever, but when you're in your 30s, it's not like what it was. I have no interest in going out and partying. Neither does Kayla. But what we do have interest in, yesterday we went to Home Depot and Target, and that was pretty lit. I bought a new trash can, and we got some stuff to clean the cars with today. So we got some, just all the stuff. So we'll knock this out real quick. Bump some music. Clean some cars. Clean the house. Let's go. All right, one car is down. And I don't know why I thought this, but I go, I'm gonna work really hard in this car, and I'll be done. I don't know, why did I think that I was gonna get away with just doing my car? Next up, the wife's.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm just confirming.
Bro, what does this mean? This girl, I was taking a picture with her inside and outside. We're walking around, you know, one of the dudes, like, it just seemed like she was flirting with me a little bit, right? And then, like, a random dude passed her, like a random bum was like, congratulations. And it was funny because she's wearing a wedding dress, but she's just a model, you know? And she goes like, me? No, hell no. I'm single as shit. Is that like a sign?
What? I mean, I guess, yeah.
It was how she said it. I was like, oh, but it was like she said it in a way where it's like she needed me to know that she was single.
Well, after you, bro. Who drinks before you cheers?
I do every time. This is very bland.
All right, so I'm proud of us. We did the date thing. Mila was at the grandparents. We actually let Mila, I should preface with, you let Mila
Stay the night
with the grandparents, which is impressive. But I want to finish up the video real quick. So this whole concept around being a consultant versus a coach and whatever else, I think at the end of the day, it's just whatever best suits you. For me, I kind of stumbled upon being a consultant kind of on accident, and just as more time has gone on, I just enjoy it a lot more. I enjoy walking into a business saying, hey, this is what you need to do. I don't need to guide you there and help you find the answer. I just tell you what to do, and then we'll just go implement it for you. And it just leads to a better relationship, in my opinion. With that being said, like, working with entrepreneurs and coaching them is also interesting. That's why I do both. I think it's kind of important to kind of have both. Maybe I'll make another video. Let me know if you want in the comments we should make this video. But I do want to talk a little bit about how I got into it, how I got started, some key lessons I learned, and let me know if that'd be interesting. Maybe I'll make that in the next video. With that being said, hope you enjoyed today's vlog, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.